Wisconsin. It is Friday, April 28th. We officially have the last Friday of April of 2023, you guys. It's just flowing right through, and all of a sudden it'll be May before we know it. So we are going to make the kit class together, or I should say the Forever Friends kit today. Ever since Stampin' Up! Has been very diligent about coming up with a new kit every month, it finally made it onto my radar that if they're going to be consistent about making a brand new kit class for you guys, or I should say a brand new kit for you, then I could definitely do a kit class for you. So it's a team effort, you guys. This one requires very little work from me because I just have to buy a kit, and I'm going to show the contents and show you what you get with the kit. And then you can decide if you want to have the kit or if you can live without the kit. But if you don't really see it in action, how do you know if you really want it or not, right? That's where my mindset is. So I'm going to find myself here in YouTube so I can watch along. We just did the May showcase video, you guys. I just pinned it to the top in my Facebook page. I'll be also boosting that one so it gets into people's inboxes. The one thing I have to do yet is share it in the VIP page and create the post for sharing the video so that you guys can comment on that. But we're here today doing Forever Friends. I'm very hopeful that this kit is a nice, easy one. I featured this kit for my sale-a-bration celebration. That was a few weeks ago. It had just been released. I think it was like April 5th we could purchase it, and I had my sale-a-bration on the 8th. So we did put these together. So I have some sort of a clue of what's going on. I'm not going to wing this one. It definitely is very pretty for a kit. The foil green paper in here is very, very pretty, very elegant like. So I'm excited to put this one together. I was thinking I probably will pull an ink spot. Hi, Sandy Wicklander again. I'll pull it. So the kit comes with an ink spot. I believe it's Misty Moonlight. I think what I'm going to do is pull in my older Misty Moonlight pad and not use the little baby spot. So I think it's Misty Moonlight. I can't remember for sure. Maybe I'm thinking of a different thing, but I'm going to drop the camera down, you guys. I have a little pile of Happy Mail that I want to share with you before we get going with class so that you can see some things that have came in here recently. All right, so let's do that and show you. This one is from Miss Carolyn Ketchmark, and it is our motorcycle card featuring Legendary Ride and the Legendary Ride paper. She stamped the thanks multiple times, you guys, and it's on there perfectly straight every time. Features the metal plate embossing folder, and she's got it on a black card back here, and so very pretty. She used vanilla with it. So Carolyn, this came today, so I did get your note on the inside, and I also have you signed up for the Perfect Pomegranate class now. So thank you for that. This card comes to us from Miss Ann Bellinger. I was going to show you guys the pretty background, but I didn't want to advertise her address to everybody. So let me get that off of there. So here she decorated the envelope flap with the Favored Flowers paper here. There is something beautiful in every day, and she added in some festive pearls and some green baker's twine and the little flower. Oh, I should probably take that out of there, Anne, so I don't lose that. And then she's got a little flower. So she used some of the, I called these the side flowers when they're on the side of the paper and they're kind of partially there but partially not. That's where you put them on the side of your inside of your card. So perfect. So let's keep that over there. So this one came from Ann Bellinger from Vermont. This one came from Miss Susan Bellamy. She actually, oh, and I want to show you this too. She actually used the Share, Create, and Inspire card layout. Sandy Wicklander, you're watching. This was your layout. And Susan Bellamy made a card. She sent me a payment, and she made it into a thank you card. And she's got Cheryl, she's got your saying on here. May the road ahead of you be brighter than the one behind, lined with wildflowers and covered in sunshine. Hi, Susan Bellamy from Florida. I'm showing off your card right now as we speak. Is that not? Your ears must have been ringing, girlfriend. So Cheryl, do you have the MS benefit, the extra card that you made? So Cheryl made 28 of these cards, and they were the extra card. So I think, Cheryl, we've come a long way. When you originally started doing this, what was the maximum number you made? Like 6, 8, 5? 5. Okay, 5. Well, she made 28 of this card right here as the extra MS card so she made these, and 5 of them, or $5 is what it was extra for the extra card, and all $5, whatever 5 times 28 is the extra money that came in from the one extra card here. And so we appreciate everybody who got one of the extra cards. We do greatly appreciate it. And so it's that same stamp though. So very cool. Awesome, awesome. So it was Susan Bellamy used the designer, I think it was called designer. What was that dress set that it had the purses and the lipstick? It was design something.
I don't remember.
Dress to Impress.
Dress to Impress.
Huh? Okay, just popped in. I knew it was a D. Dress to Impress is the designer series paper, and then she used the envelope flapped some of the designer paper on there. So very cool. See, I love it. Both Sandy and Susan are right here commenting. Sandy's design, and then Susan's used her own products to make a very similar card using just the same layout. I love it. So that's what it's all about, girlfriends. All right, so this one comes to us from Paula Rice. I might have shown this. I can't remember if I did or I didn't. I had it here. I don't think I did. She has a little flower here. I feel like that might be from Hues of Happiness. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not quite sure. The sentiment here comes from that butterfly set. Oh, Shirley, that's when you kind of started stamping. There was a butterfly set that had a punch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like Butterfly Gala or something.
Yeah, Butterfly Gala. Look at you go, girl. Yeah, it was Butterfly Gala was that one. What had a punch. And then there was one with dies that went with like complimentary. So this is from Miss Paula Rice. And this one, oh, you guys, I can't wait to show you this. Oh, this is from Donna Grushke. Oh, man. She is making my days with these B cards. So this is her second B card. I'm going to start a little collection of these little the B cards. I put the other one. I have it. I haven't. Oh, I put it up in my book cabinet or my bookcase, I think, because it was bee related. So anything with yellows and bees, it kind of goes up into the bookcase. So it says here, you're the bee's knees. And it has honey, 100% wildflower, 8 ounces. A little bee charm on here wrapped around the top of the jar. And she's got, thank you for being so wonderful. Oh, I don't know where she finds this paper, but she cuts that out and it just puts it and adds it onto the card. I love it. So Donna, I saw this one too. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so cool. So the yellow bee cards always get kept away. They go on display. All right, this one is from Miss Tammy Steckling, and I had to keep it contained because it has glitter. So if Tyler sees a card like this, he cringes because sometimes the little flakes of the glitter come off, but it's so pretty. Look at the shimmeriness of this. You guys can see all those are little tiny, it's embossed gold glittery, like embossing powder, stamped. And I don't know if it's one big stamp or if she stamped it multiple times, but it's got such a cool layout. And then the sponging around the edges, so cool. And so this is from Tammy Steckling. For all you are, for all you do, thank you. She wrote a note on here too. She used lovely lipstick cardstock, gold embossing powder, Highland Heather with blending brush around the sides. Okay, so I would never have guessed that that's Highland Heather, but that's super cool. Basic black with blending brush around the sides. Okay, wait. So it says gold embossing powder, Highland Heather with blending brush around the sides, and then black with blending brush around the sides. So it's like 2 blendings around the edge to give it that look. So it's so cool. Like, I love how it looks like it's like comes together in the middle. Very pretty. I love it. I love it. So I love it. Very pretty card. All right. Thank you for that one, Tammy. All right, so let's put that here. So this one too, you guys, they just get one better after another. I just love it. So this is from Annette Rollin. Annette's wintering down in Arizona. She should be coming back next week. So she took a class in Arizona. And this is the card is so awesome. Tyler needs to see this one. I love that they use 4 clouds and a moon with that Enjoy the Journey designer series paper and like sponged the edges of the hill to make it look like the moon was shining down on the hill to illuminesce it. And then we got the trees on the inside. So yes, Annette, I'm so happy you're taking classes down in Arizona. That makes me happy that you continued stamping when you went to winter down south. This one comes to us from Judy Sharp. uses that, I always called it Black Beauty, like the horse, but it was Blackberry Beauty. I'm like, right? Was it the horse's name Black Beauty?
Yes.
Okay. So this was from the holiday catalog 2 years ago. Not this one, but the last year's one. So like 2 years. And I love what she did with the acorns here with the gold tops on them. And then she's got some pretty leaves, gold paper in the background. She did that diagonal slice card is how I call that. And then she's got that little foxy is from a sale-a-bration set from last year as well. And so, yes, Judy, I have you signed up for Let's Go Fishing and Earthern Texture. And I think I emailed you about the change in the date from Earthern Texture to be in August. So I think and I hope that's okay with you. So this one comes to us from Kat Fronick from Kowalska. And she sent me a greeting card. So these are special cards because the person who designed it, or the artist, is a breast cancer survivor. And each of her paintings is a story about the things she loves, the people she cares about, and her appreciation for life. When she retired with the intention of spending more time enjoying a hobby she loved, she never expected that her painting would be a self-portrait telling the story of her own battle with cancer. So when Kat sends me cards, they're sometimes the ones that are the art from Diana, and so it's very pretty. I love the scenery, the background makes me feel like I want to be in a warm climate and enjoying a beach and a palm tree. So thank you for that card, Kat. This one is also from Miss Susan Bellamy. She sent us one of the kit. This was the kit class we did last month, colorful kaleidoscope. And so she made it into a thank you card, and I appreciate the thank you card very much. So I appreciate it. This one is from, I want to say, Sharon Land, yes. So Sharon took some of the New Horizons paper that was from last spring catalog, and she stamped a thinking of you, a tree branch, and the bird. So let me read you guys the note. It says, bird on a branch is an ancient Stampin' Up! Wood stamp from the early 2000s. So I just love how she put the moon, or like the sunset kind of in the background here with the bird on a branch. So very pretty with evening evergreen. Very pretty card, Sharon. I love it. I love it. So I feel like I've got more mail. Hang on, I have 3 more Happy Mails here. Gotta get them off my table. Okay, so I have here, this one is from Sharon Davis. So I had my Sharon Land and Sharon Davis cards at the same time. Donna Gruski, oh, you're joining late. But I believe this one was from you, Donna. So I'm pretty sure that one was from you. Yes, it was just gorgeous. I already talked about it, but I wanted to share that with you. So this one is from Sharon Land. You guys, this was a Memories and More kit, it was the note cards and envelopes and then paper that matched the heart and home. And she's got the doily on here with the denim ribbon, very pretty, with the postage stamp. So that one was from Miss Sharon Davis from Dayton, Ohio. And then from Ohio, Swanton, Ohio, we have Miss Laura Sullivan sent a card to me. It's heavy. This card is it weighs a lot. It's like a 10-pound card. She has that silver foil purpley one with the metal plate. She's got a purple bike on here for me. So this would be the bike that I would probably buy if I was into biking, like motorcycles. It has the silver with the purple. I love it. And then it says classic, authentic you since forever. And then she's got it embossed on the inside with the metal plate, added some of the different adhesive back studs, and then you are legendary on the back side here. So this card is really thick and heavy. I love it. So that one comes from Laura Sullivan from Swanton, Ohio. I got my 2 Ohio girls here. And then this one is from Miss Jean Maxwell from Phoenix, Arizona. She sent me a thank you card, and she used some of those T-Boutique note cards and envelopes. That embossing folder is in the annual catalog at the moment. And this is the Something Fancy dies with some of the woven Orchid Oasis. I almost said Orchid Opulence. Orchid Oasis woven ribbon. And then the thank you comes from, I want to say, but I can't say because I can't remember. Oh, but maybe she has it in here. Maybe she does. Maybe she doesn't. I don't know. Enjoy my Ireland trip. They went to Guinness and did the Jameson tours. Yay. And then it was thank you for the retro swap. So, irresistible blooms. Okay, so as soon as I saw the flower here, I didn't catch it off the flower here, but as soon as I saw the flower here, I knew that that was irresistible blooms. And so that is the thank you from Irresistible Blooms. I got it. Yay. All right, so there's a beautiful card from Jean Maxwell. And then this one comes to us from Sherry Everett. And Sherry also sent me a mystery card layout. I love it. So this was the mystery card layout for the month of April. And so it's got the Sweet as a Peach sweet products featured. So it was the designer series paper. She cut little flowers out and double layered them here. And thanks for being as sweet as a peach. And then it has the peaches on the back here. So Sherry Everett sent this beautiful card. I love it. So very good. Lots of awesome Happy Mail, you guys. I love each and every one of them so much. And I'm so happy I can share them with all of you as well. So if you sent me one of these cards and there was something in it, I did get that check. So, and I think I have to reach out to a few of you yet just to let you know that, but I will be doing that shortly. All right, so if you guys missed it this morning, I did the What's Happening in May video for the showcase. I do need to share it to the VIP group so that you guys can post that you shared it. I finally got my coffee. It is black. I no longer put my creamer in my coffee, and I usually wait till I eat lunch before I have coffee. Otherwise, it's not good on my stomach. So you guys got me this morning before I had any extra caffeine in my system. So we are going to open up this kit. So I got a question from Mary Scott yesterday. I don't know if she's watching or will be watching this, but she asked, and I thought, well, you know what? If she's asking the question, I bet other people are wondering too. She asked, well, how is this kit any different than a paper pumpkin? And I guess the answer to that is there's not much difference. If it's an all-inclusive kit, it will be very similar to a paper pumpkin. Because like a paper pumpkin, it comes with, it's Night of Navy. Okay, perfect. I thought it was Misty Moonlight. Night of Navy. I remembered it being blue. So it comes with a little Stampin' Spot. It comes with stamps, like a pumpkin does. And generally, like a pumpkin, they either come with embellishments or ribbon. I don't think they do both. It's one or the other. When the first time you subscribe to a paper pumpkin, you get a block. Whereas with kits, if they're all-inclusive kits, they come with a block. And if they are not all-inclusive, then you would potentially have to add your own ink or stamps to them. So in this case, this one is pretty much like a paper pumpkin. And this one, I believe, makes 8 cards. It comes in this little cellophane packaging. And there are instructions, just like a paper pumpkin. The one difference that I can think of that would be different from a paper pumpkin is that for a kit, you can see it before you get it, right? Where pumpkin is a surprise. You don't know what you're getting when you sign up for paper pumpkin. They will tell you cards or projects or stuff along that lines, and they'll tell you coordinating colors, but they won't tell you or show you pictures of it beforehand. So that is one of the differences. And I like to pull in my other bigger blocks so that I don't use that skinny. I will be 110% honest with you. I'm not the biggest fan of these skinny little blocks like this, because if you're using a Stampin' Spot, it's fine, right? But if you're using an ink pad and you're going like this, your fingertips are going to be full of ink. So just putting that out there, that is one thing about those blocks. So if those are the only blocks you have and you've never experienced like the regular blocks like this that they have that are about 5/8 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch tall, you know, ask Cheryl, right? It's so much easier to hold on to a block. Yeah. And I remember Naughty Nancy saying that, like, so those little skinny blocks are just a hard thing to work with. So that's why I will always pull in these. I also like to save these for prizes for people. So like, I don't usually use them. I will pull out my big ink pad. So in a nutshell, they're very similar to a paper pumpkin. Different, but same. So on this one, we have 2 different designs. The envelopes are the same for both, and 2 different designs. Now, I'll be again, honest with you. When it comes to this kit class, I am not going to do alternatives. I want to show you the simplicity of making a kit like this. They're great for, and I think last month's kit class, I went really into detail about why kit classes, like why kits are good. Like, for one of them, like you can take this if you're going to have to go visit a friend and they have, like you need to work on something while they're working on something and you want a little project to work on, you can just grab the box. If you have to go to the hospital with a friend or a family member and you're gonna be sitting in the waiting room, you could take a box and everything is all inclusive. The only thing that you would really want extra to take with you potentially would be like a piercing mat and a chamois so that you can clean your stamps and then have something, a surface to stamp on. So like that would be a couple little extra additions. A bone folder too would be beneficial to have, and also a scissors would be good to have. But otherwise everything's all self-contained in the box. You don't have to change anything. If you want 8 easy cards, like let's say you have something coming up and you need a card on the fly really fast and you are normally one that likes to spend a lot of time designing and making it perfect and pretty, you'd have to come to the realization like you can have a fast, easy card and that, yeah, it's still pretty. These, when you see the foil on these, are so pretty. The other thing too is if you want to change these cards in any way, you can spruce or zhuzh them up, whatever the word is, zhuzh them up, and revamp them. And that is where I would love to see when you guys do Share It Sunday, if you do get this kit, you could ultimately cut this and then mat this on the yellow, and then you could mat it on a crushed curry, or you could pull in other card stock and coordinate with, oh, you could even mix and match these, right? You could use green, like you can completely redesign these cards and start with these the products that come in the kit and just make them your own. So my goal for the kit class is to show you guys what comes in the kit and what the cards look like and how simple and easy it is to make them. So that's my goal with this. So we're gonna go ahead and I know when Kelly does paper pumpkin, she usually just makes one of each of the cards and then does an alternative. Well, for this, I wasn't looking to add more work to my plate. I was trying to share with you guys what these kits are all about. And if I can just pick up this kit and make 8 beautiful cards, I can actually use these cards. My mom's already banging down the door to help me get, she's probably coming here any minute. Mom's gonna be here this afternoon. She's probably, her ears are ringing, but mom's ready to get working on the May birthday cards. And so I think I'm gonna make all of these into birthday cards, and then I can use them to send out to my May birthdays. And so the green foil goes with those, and the yellow goes with those. And again, there's 8 envelopes that look identical. So they're all with the green foil. I love it. They were always, and they probably still are, but they were always decorating the inside and putting the pattern all the way down and then having a white outside. Well, this, Mom's here. I told you her ears were ringing. I knew you were coming. I'm doing my kit class really quick. And we were just talking about May birthday cards. And then she went away.
He's right there.
Oh, okay. Hi, Mom. So the foil is really pretty on the outside of the envelope, which is super cool. So I'm going to set these off to the side because we don't need them quite yet. And there's some die cut labels here, or die cuts. I can just pop those all out. I think Tigger's on the chair over there too, just so you know, Mom. These go with that. And then they give you lots of extra labels. These are all the same. And we're going to put 4 here. So in case you don't like the way you stamp it, or you could always use them on other cards, but I'm just going to pop out 4 there. And we'll do 4 here. And then you have 4 extra in case you want to add them to other cards. And then I actually do not save this. I will toss this. If you feel inclined to use this foily for something, you can definitely do that. And so these will be extra cardboard. You guys, I save my cardboard because I use it for shipping purposes, but if you don't have a purpose for that, all you have to do is recycle it. So what's in here? You can do hard things, okay? I'm always here for you no matter what, okay? Sending lots of hugs, perfect. And then forever friends. So I love the sending lots of hugs, you guys. So I definitely am gonna choose sending lots of hugs. And then I'm gonna use the inside to write happy birthday. for my birthday love. There are some flowers here, and there's some leaves. They actually do get used. So I'm going to pull them off of here. They get stamped on the actual, you think it's pretty the way it is, right? This right here is good, but the stamp actually gets stamped over the top and in navy ink. So we're going to pull these out and these out, and I'm going to get 2 little blocks for them. Here comes Tigger. He's right there. And he's waking up. All right. So let's look at what the instructions. So it's always good to look at the instructions, right? It's like reading a recipe. So this one came with all these adhesive strips like this. Really long adhesive strips, which works fine. We might use them, but I think that I have from my kits, from my sale-a-bration, I have one that's already started. So we will use that one. And then it looks like they just outline here in 1 and 2 what is needed for each one. And then we can go right to step 1 here for this card. I'm gonna fold this like this. Hi, Lori Baxter, card kit. Oh, yes. So Lori just pointed out something. So if you don't have the piercing mat with you when you take this kit to work on wherever you are, you could put the piercing mat underneath as your work surface. Very good idea, Lori. That is a great idea. So we're gonna start with this right here, this pretty flowery layout, and make a little room here. And it shows to stamp the flowers. And we're gonna grab a little scrap to put underneath here. And we're gonna use the Night of Navy ink. What's hard about this is you have to line up where the flowers are. Once you get it figured out how to look at it, you'll be good. And you also have to know that they don't line up. I don't think they line up exactly. And so that's a no. That's maybe like this. Okay, so there's one flower that has a little, like the petal has a divot, and that one has a divot, as does that one. But this has 2, and then that has a 1 going that way. So figure out, and they're not exact. So, and that's gonna be okay. Let's think about this. I feel like they switched them around on me. Those 3, okay, this is the same, so I think it goes like this. Okay, yep. Okay, and then there's a leaf over here, which is not that, it's this one. Okay, again, the yellow is kind of outside the lines. This one, or is it this one? It's this one. Round and round in a circle till you figure it out. This one has 2 little pointy leaves like this. So that one looks like this. And this one looks like, this is like the biggest guessing part of this card. Okay, so so here's a before and after. Now, do you like it, or do you like it the way it was? It's completely up to you. You could skip it and just leave it plain. That wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But I think what I'm gonna do to make this more simple on myself for the next round, I'm going to stamp this one, and then holding the stamp in the same spot so that I'm not going around in circles all the time. I'm going to do all 3 of them at the same time. Like that. Okay, so I figured that out. These are the same, I think. This goes there, okay, and then we're gonna do this one right away. Right, because as long as I'm holding the stamp in my hand, it shouldn't alter. There's that. I realized that there's one right here. We missed him. So we're gonna get him on all of these. Like that. And then one over here. Okay, so that one's done. This one, I think goes like that. So we'll get, there's one, So you guys think smarter, not harder when it comes to this. I feel like maybe it was supposed to be this way. There's that one, and then we'll do this one. Okay, so those are all done. Now let's look at this one again. I think it goes like that. Nope, I don't think so. It's like, it's hard to see the yellow through here. No, like, that's not it. That's not it. Those, I think it's like this. Okay, like that. Okay, then we're gonna do all these. There's one. Thought I had it, but there it is. Okay, and then lastly, like that. Okay, and then this one, we've got the 2 points there, there, and here. And now we're down to these. Okay, so let's see what we've got going on. I think we're just gonna do that one. Pointy leaves, pointy petals, and we've got 1 set left. So this one, guessing it's this guy. There's that. Did you see it? Just, as long as you're holding that stamp, you might as well do the same ones consistently. Okay. I think that's it for stamping on this one. So let's just, oh, you know what? Let's do the inside while we're at it though. So this one is going to be a vertical card. So I like to decorate the inside with a focal image. So let's grab this. I'm gonna find a happy birthday sentiment. Put that in. See, oh, he looks good like that. Okay, so we'll have our flower in the bottom. Bottom right corner, like that. And then one more. Is Cheryl want to do me a favor?
What's up?
In the kit that has the Share a Milkshake, the ice cream, there's a little happy birthday sentiment from Art Gallery. I would take that and I'm gonna stamp happy birthday in the inside. It should be on a stamp or on a block already. Thank you, my dear. Okay, so this one is from Art Gallery. We're gonna be using that set in a few hours to do the in color retirement. So happy birthday would have worked on the outside as well. But I'm gonna do the sending lots of hugs on the outside. There's our happy birthday. So we've got that done. And now we need to do the, I move the white paper out of the way when I stamp my labels like this. Hi, baby. No, 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 no. You would have blue feet, my dear. I know what you're thinking, though. I know what you want. You want to show everybody that you're here. Yeah, Mom. Okay. So we're going to do the sending. I knew. Tigger, you. We're going to have blue paws. Okay. So sending lots of hugs. It's going to go right there. So you see when I have the gray background, it goes a lot easier to see where we're stamping. That, and then one more. So you could do these cards one at a time. You could do all 4 like I'm doing. Whatever you want. Okay. And I think that might be it for our stamping. So I did get little blue fingers there. So we're gonna be careful. All right. We're set that there. And then we can look at here. It says we need 10 inches of the ribbon. So we'll grab this. He wanted to sign the card. Yes, Jean, that is so true. He did. He wanted to put his love into it. All right, so then what you can do, I think I'm just gonna glue these flat. You could pop these up most definitely, but you could also just glue them flat and have it be a little less bulky or a little less height when you mail it. Okay, so as long as he doesn't jump up here now, I think I'll be happy. Got my eye on him. Don't I, Tigger? I see you there, buddy. All right, so we're gonna just take all of these, all of the things. So I'm gonna look at this. I want which side. So my label is gonna go right through the middle there. So I think I'm gonna put it this way because then my label will go right there. So, hi Mary Jean Keepert. So that one will go here. And we're gonna do these all the same. And let's grab this one. I'm gonna put it like this though. Get that on here. And then one here. The yellow is really soft and pretty. I like that little polka dots in the back. Okay, and then this last one. Can go right here. Okay. So those are what we've got so far. And then there's a little bit of this foil here. There's 4 of these foil pieces, and that will go down first, and then this will go over the top. So I'm gonna also glue these flat. So we're just gonna put a little strip of liquid glue. Get into the end here. That. And then this one. So I'm gonna put this a little bit lower because the sentiment is gonna go right above it. I'm just gonna center it left to right from the flower mat. So there's 1, 2. And I did make sure that my card's opening on the right, so I don't have them upside down. Here's that one. And then one more. Like that. Okay, so that's so far so good. Then back here, what we can do is we're gonna use those little strips. And I'm gonna rip off 4, and I'm gonna cut them the length. I think you know what we're gonna do. That might be too long. We're gonna go right there. We're gonna do 2. One on the top more and one on the bottom more. And then we'll use the ends to make another one. So there's those. And then we'll use these as well. Like that. And then we'll cut a little bit more for the side part of it that we were a little bit short. So these dimensionals, or this strip, feels a little bit more like the height of a regular dimensional versus the foam strips that they sell. So put that, and one more right there. Okay, now we have the ribbon left. So we'll pick these all off. And the ribbon just gets woven back and forth. What are you thinking? Yeah, he's down here like a little shark, trying to figure out how he can distract us, you guys. So, oh. I knew that was gonna happen. My paper went flying through the air, and of course it caught all those at the same time. So with the ribbon, we're going to look at the front here really quick to show you. The ribbon is just woven like this, back and forth, like that, to make like a little bow. I see you, guy. And grab the end of it. You can make a bow, or you can just finagle how you want to. I think I'm gonna finagle how I want to, because that's usually what I do. So we're gonna take that little end off that was starting to get ratty. And I guess I'm gonna go with a loose tail up, make a little bit of a loop down, make a little loop up here, just however it ends, right? And if you feel like your loops are too big, you can always pull them down. And you could make it end here, or if you wanted to, you could keep going, right? You could make another loop like this and have a couple. My goodness, kitten. So I have both my mom and Cheryl here, you guys, and neither one of them are around to help me manage the little baby boy. So he is obsessed with wanting to jump on my laptop. Of course he would, right? So your call. If you want to, let's see what this looks like. This will go on here. If you don't like that, so I refer to this usually as a big hairy rat's nest, right? So if that's too many for you, you can leave it and just do like that. So this now, because you have the dimensionals all set, you can definitely just adhere this to the front of the card. I'm trying to get that untwisted. So I'm gonna have it so that you can see the foil, just like that. That's it. Keep it simple, right? So let's do that now with the other three. And I'm not gonna waste this little ribbon. I'm actually gonna use it on here. I don't know if it's gonna be enough or if we will need to cut more. I'm gonna make a little loop and make it just a bit smaller. And so when I pull this down here, I don't have enough to have the tail coming out. So what I'm gonna do now is make another little tail on the bottom like that. And then we've got that fixed. And just grab this card, put that on here like that. So that's how it's really good to use up little ribbon, like little strips of ribbon if you need to. All right, so now we have two more. And we're just gonna do another little tail. Make a little loop, make a little loop, cut off a little tail. And he found my little guy from the A team here, you guys. He's up on my shelf and he wants to knock him down. So, all right, so we got this one. It's gonna go on here. And then we got one left. So let's keep this one going. And we're gonna make a little tail, make a little loop, and then we have 4 cards done, just like that. Very pretty, soft. These are right in time for spring, summer cards. They're so bright and cheerful. If you have embellishments at home, you could definitely add on some rhinestones, would be really pretty. And then when you mix these in, so you got these 4 here, you mix them in with their matching envelope, the foil comes out and it's really cool. So you got 4 cards. That wasn't so crazy, was it? Now make sure our sending lots of hugs was on the right way, and then we can work on the next one. So the next one is this foil base one. And so that was a little more successful than yesterday, you guys. Yesterday when I helped him off the shelf, he scratched me in the face. I learned my lesson this time to not let his feet get too very close to my face. So this one, you guys gotta remember, it's a horizontal card. So if we look at the front again, this one, let's see, where did it go? Right here. So this one's horizontal like this. And we're gonna stamp sending lots of hugs. And I'm gonna again make this into a birthday card because I need birthday cards. All right, so we're gonna keep this horizontal so we remember that. And you know what? Let's go ahead and we'll get our stamping done. If you guys see, like, I'm amazed how easy the foil makes this one so pretty. It just, when you look at that, it just is so awesome, gorgeous. So we're gonna stamp the happy birthday and all of these again because I want birthday cards. And we need to grab this, and we're going to put the flower in the bottom corner. I think it wants to go like that. All right, so there's one. Here's another one. We'll do the happy birthday right away. So I love Art Gallery because it has all those little sentiments. So you could have made these into congratulation cards. You could have made them into thinking of you cards. You could make them into, it could be even a sympathy card. These cards are very versatile. So here's this one, and then one more happy birthday. So I know I have ink on the corner of my block, so I purposely made sure to make that flat so that it wouldn't leave a little bit of blue ink there. So there's our insides. Now, the same thing happens with this. That also gets the blue flower stamped. And once we figure out which direction it goes, we're gonna stamp all of them at the same time. So again, that's the Night of Navy. Like that. And we'll do this one. Like that. And put this one right away. And then this last one, and then we'll flip them over and hold the stamp the other way. Because I feel, oh, it goes like this actually. How I'm looking is there's 3 going this way and there's 2 going that way. So that's what I figured out. So there's that. There's this one. Oh, Jay Shantae's here. Oh, dropping off her swap cards. Yay. Okay.
And Angie's here. So
And Angie's here, so you're gonna get going.
I cleaned up my mess, but I'll finish when I get back.
Okay, sounds good. And then these little flowers also get stamped here as well. I will be 100% honest with you. I don't know if I like the idea of putting the blue around the yellow. I feel like it's gonna make it look dark, and the yellow is very cheerful to me. So let's see what the green. I'm gonna try the green though. I think the green I can live with. And maybe we'll do one to show you. I'll do all the leaves, and then we're only gonna do one of the yellow outline with the navy. I'm not trying to match these up identical or like the outline to it because I feel that there is not going to be exactly, I'm off, right? So, and I think it looks okay. And it's just part of how it's gonna look. So don't be overly concerned about having to have them be exact. This is where you're gonna have to practice your it is what it is mentality. And that's okay. Like that one, I couldn't have got it more spot on. And that one, I was like, oh, I'm a little off, but it's okay. So to show you guys the difference of what it looks like. Hi, Holly Poplo. I'm gonna do one set of the yellow just to see. I'm not sure. Okay, there's no yellow. So this is the yellow without the blue outline, and here's the with the blue outline. I thought I would be more against this outline of the blue than I am, but it actually brings cohesiveness to the outline of the blue. I do like the yellow because I feel like this one's brighter. So what we'll do is we'll do 2 with, and we will do 2 without, and we'll make everybody happy. All right, just so you can see, because it wasn't so bad having that blue outline. I thought it would be way too dark, but it does take away the yellow. I'll admit, it does take away the yellow, but it also ties in because of all the blue outline. So it's all good. You could go either way with that one. And then we have the sentiment, sending lots of hugs. Love it. So we're gonna do sending lots of hugs. Yep, you can guess who did that. And that one. These are great because if you don't like the way you do it, you can flip it over and it might take on a different shape, but it still will work. Like shape meaning you see how it's backwards, not backwards, but opposite. All right, I think we've got that. So these are our good sides. I think we're done with the piercing mat. And then the same thing is gonna happen here. We have two choices. We could either pop these up or glue them flat. I think for mailing purposes, because I know all these are gonna get mailed, I'm just gonna make them flat, because sometimes I put schedules in. It does look unfinished with the blue. Okay. What about a darker yellow outline? Yes. Okay, Tim. You think you're funny. Okay, just move it along, buddy. Keep her moving. Nothing to see here, officer. I'm going to go back and I agree. You guys agree with me. I was a little bit nervous that it would not look as good. Let's see here. That one, I'm going to do it like this. We're going to go back and we can stamp them. Even though I just put glue on and we've got it on the card front, we can go and update that. No problem. Da-da-da-da-da. Kitten. You think you're so funny. You think you're so funny. And your grandma should be here helping because she would have you in her arms right now. Wouldn't she? She would be giving you lots of love and attention that I'm not giving you. So we'll get this one on here. You guys, I did the May showcase video and you didn't see him once. He was nestled on a chair, sleeping away like a little baby. And now he decides he's up from his afternoon nap and he wants you guys to see him and know that he's here and wants to give you some love. All right, so we're gonna go back. So you guys, I had two people, Sandy and Donna. Donna said about a yellow circle outline and Sandy said they didn't look finished. And I agree. I was torn. I thought that the yellow would actually be prettier, but it does look unfinished. It does look unfinished with the yellow flowers without the blue outline. So we're going back here and we're gonna put them back on. I shouldn't say back on, they weren't on to begin with, but okay. So that might complete all of the stamping that we need. So now we can flip these over and add the strip here. And we're gonna do the same thing with our little twine here. We're going to just run it on the back. Let's get rid of, so these are nice. They're just a nice, perfect height. They're great for, I like this one right here is really nice and thick. If you have like a solid one that you want to put on something, we're gonna grab these two and put them over here and here. And put that like that, put one there, and we'll grab a couple more. Just like this. Okay, then we can pick all these off. Hi, Jay.
Hi, sweetie.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Quick hug.
Quick hug.
Your mom's like, go say hi.
I'm so happy you did come say hi. And the little boy is down here. I don't know. He's Tigger, the cat. My kitten is down. He's hiding in here right now. So I say he's hiding. Otherwise, I'd let you say hi to him. It's so good to see you.
You got your haircut.
I did get my hair cut about 6 inches last week. I
Yeah.
haven't told Tyler yet. He hasn't said anything. So either he's pretending not to know or he really
just
didn't notice.
oblivious.
Yeah, I'm hopeful he's just oblivious because he would take it personally. I don't know, guys in their hair, they take it personally. So,
See you soon.
yeah, see you soon. I'll let you know when they get mailed out. Okay, thanks, Jay.
Yeah, because I owe you for it.
Yes, you got it. Safe travels.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, there he comes. He wants to say hi.
Oh, can you go in the garage?
He can go in the garage, yep. Let him go by mom.
He's getting big.
He is bigger Tigger nowadays.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes. Well, safe travels.
Thank you.
Say hi to your hubby.
Yep, I will.
Okay, so same. Yep, you can take them right with you. So this one, then we did the.
Why do I want to do
He's so undecisive. This one right here will go right on the middle. Right there. Let's figure out. So I don't want to cover up those flowers. Right, perfect. Just like this. I'm going to do that like that. So you guys, that was my friend Jay Shotpay. She is from Harshaw, Wisconsin, way up on the border of Michigan. And she is a phenomenal stamper. If you wonder where I get some ideas from, I definitely case a lot of Jay's cards. And you may recognize her name if you've been watching me for a little while. When I do swap card showcases, Jay makes some of the prettiest cards around. And so we have a swap that we're doing, and she just dropped off swap cards that are due actually tomorrow. So, yay. All right. Oh, Lori Baxter also agreed that it needed the outline. Yay. Okay, so that one got a little bit twisted. I'm happy she came in and gave me a hug. I haven't seen her for a while. All right, so there's that. Okay, so we've got 2 done. We've got 2 left, and you guys, you're gonna end up with a little bit extra ribbon here. And you can use it for whatever you want. It's Calypso Coral, if I'm not mistaken. So when you do this, it makes it look like you're making a bow, but you're not really going through the effort of making a bow. All right, so there's that one, and then one more. Is it Mama? Okay, he's in by you, I think. And then there's this. Last one. So I am picturing rhinestones on here. You guys have, or iridescent pearls would be pretty. I think rhinestones would stand out better. So if you have rhinestones or some sort of embellishment you want to add to these cards, some coral ones would really stand out as well. Definitely get some added. So that guy's gonna go here. Mom's helping us get cleaned up for the benefit tomorrow. And Bonnie's gonna be here, you guys, in about 20 minutes, and we are set to do the raffle video in about 30 minutes. I think that's the plan. We're gonna do it right at 3, or a few minutes before if we can. So I'm happy that this kit class was so easy. Just to show you. And if you can think of some ideas to get this kit and to improvise and make the cards by redesigning them and cutting apart, because you could definitely cut this and cut this mat and then layer them, right? You could cut this one to be a smaller and then mat it on the green and then mat it on another color. And definitely you could put a mat behind this in Calypso Coral. So there's definitely lots of things that I could think of that if I wanted to zhuzh these cards up a little bit. But hi Deanna Stell, hi Sherry Martin. But oh, Donna just got our Happy Mail, yay. So there's definitely things you could do to zhuzh up the cards, but they're definitely pretty on their own, just like they are. So like here I'm grabbing Calypso Coral. Like I could see that you could potentially mat that on Calypso, like have a little baby mat, like the card base be Calypso Coral, and then having the yellow be cut down, and then this cut down just a hair, and then adding some bulk to it. Iridescent pastel gems. Oh, yes, you are so correct. I think I have some of them right here. You hit the nail on the head, Miss Lori Baxter. I could not agree with you more. Look at this. What a fabulous idea she had. Here are these iridescent pastel gems. I believe they're out of inventory at the moment, but they are carrying over into the new annual catalog, and she was absolutely correct because they have that coral look to them. Ah, she's so smart. Love it. That's teamwork. I knew I wanted gems, but I didn't have a moment to think about which ones would look the best, and Lori helped me out. So there's that. Right, why not? Let's get these guys blinged up so that they're done. So there's like that. See, now we got them. Good. All right, there's what we have now for our decorated cards with the bling. And then let's see on this one. I had this feeling I want to use some big ones up again. There's a little empty spot right there. Right there and there. And then though, I want to use, it's hard to see them, but when you get the card close up, you can see. We're gonna put the little creamy colored one, kind of reminds me of the yellow, and that'll go here. And then, oh man, I don't have a lot of red ones left. Oh, but the blue, I wonder what the blue, let's use some blue. We'll just put, let's see where, so figuring out where to put the last gem is always gonna be the hardest part, right? I can always pick out where 2 would go, but then sometimes the last one's hard. So we're gonna just put it up here. If you want more gems, you can put more gems. So that's what we've got. So you can definitely see that the red one stands out better than this, but when you get the card in person, you can definitely see it. So we've got these 4 finished to completion. I love it. 8 cards, you guys. We're right on an hour for this class. We talked a lot about Happy Mail in the beginning. So we did jibber jab a little bit. So from start to finish, having these cards done is so amazing. I love it. I love it. It's a beautiful kit. So when we pull everything in here, this is pretty much make some room so you guys can see the cards. You get a little awesome little stamp set with it. So you got that, and then your beautiful envelopes like this. Boom. And then your instructions here came, and then you got also the sheet of dimensionals, and you got a block, which I put away already, and then the stamps. So it's a very good class. I think the kit is like $22 maybe, something like that, or 23. I know it was more than 20, but not 25. So somewhere between like 22 and 23. Flower centers, yes. If you wanted to, you could definitely put some of like this. I'll just pick it off real quick and put this, like that would be really pretty in the flower center. Oh my gosh, Donna, you're so smart too. Let's put that back here. And I had a loosey-goosey one. Let's get that off of here. Put him to work. He could be the flower center there. I have a lot of these big ones left over. So look at that. See? Find a way to use them up. It's the perfect color for the center too, because it's got reddish and goldy in it. And I think I'm not going to put any in the centers of that one because I've got those 2 down there. And now I'm starting to question if I should have, well, so the ribbon is kind of behind there. I thought, well, should I just put that one here and then skip the others? But no, I'm good. Just let it be. Sometimes you got to just stop overthinking things and just go with the flow and be done, right? And move on to the next thing in life. All right. Success. We did it. And Tigger wasn't overly distracting, I hope, you guys. I know that he was wanting a little bit of love, and he did jump up there, and we had to go get him and save him. But I think that he wasn't too crazy or disturbing for you guys. So hopefully that was just enough love from him that you showed that he shows that he loves you guys. So all right. It's 2:30. I'm so happy to have this class under our belt. One more. We have 2 more lives. One is going to be with the raffle. It's going to be about a 15-minute video showcasing all the different raffle baskets that you guys can get in on if you would like to help donate anything else for the MS benefit that we have tomorrow. And then I will be live for class at 4 o'clock. We are going to be doing the In Color Retirement Card class featuring the Art Gallery stamp set and the Retiring In Colors. And we're making basically one card, but we're making it 5 different ways because of all the different colors. So very exciting. So, all right, you guys, lots of sunshine, love, and hugs to you. We'll catch you the next time. I'm going to count to 10, just in case it ends early, though, so that it doesn't cut out. So 1, 2, 3,